Pizza's done. The timer's going off. Yeah, let me go take care of that. Cause I'm walking paranoia. Yeah, I'm walking paranoia. Yeah. Woo! 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 I got pizza. It's kind of burnt though. It's because I waited and started shooting the video right as it was getting finished. And hello, people. Today, I just wanted to kind of talk to you guys, but I'm still going to provide a little bit of value by telling you, well, how to shoot a video. And I know I'm not probably the most credible source considering I haven't really been doing this for too long, but just kind of think about it for a second. If you want to shoot a video that's successful, there are some elements that you can kind of capture from successful videos. And certain people who create entertaining videos sort of break your attention to get you in. Like if you ever saw the video asking all them questions, it doesn't really start out with the whole asking all them questions concept. He comes out of nowhere and asks you, "What you know about that pizza, boy?" And then he starts eating it, and the timer. Shooting a video really isn't that hard. I mean, you put your camera on, you set it up, create a nice little distraction in the background like I did, and then you got it. But what do you talk about? Well, what I want to talk about today is just kind of how to provide content that's valuable, because everybody has something that's valuable that they've learned in their lives that they can utilize. And although I'm not the most experienced video maker, I know that when you provide content, it really matters how you go about talking about what you're talking about. And today I'm going to let you know that what you're going to learn today is you're going to learn, well, basically how to set up, getting your camera ready. I recommend using a tripod of some sort of a stand, and how to talk about something that's valuable. And even though I'm going to be talking about how to create a video, here's what I'm going to say right here and now. If you want to get something out of making your videos, then what you might want to do is check out my blog, and I'll tell you exactly how to do that. And you don't necessarily have to follow my advice, because maybe you're somebody who doesn't want to make money making videos. But if you're somebody who does want to make money doing something like that, then I have something that might interest you. And so if you want to make videos and get paid while doing it, or get paid for doing it, or turn that into money, then up to you. Check out the link below and see what you find. But in the meantime, here's the video, and what I basically want to talk about is, what should you talk about? Well, same thing with what should you blog about. And it could be a past experience, it could be a story, it could be a compelling story. My personal story is that I'm right now living with my parents, and I'm 21 years old. And if you don't know who I am, my name is James Jacobs IV. And basically, the big idea here is that I don't want to be living with my parents forever. Obviously, nobody does. And I have a couple friends I have a friend named Xavier and a friend named Loida, and they got married. I met them before they even went out with each other. They were RAs at the school I went to, which was DeVry University, because I went to college. And right now they're homeowners, and that's huge because Xavier is younger than me, and Loida, who was 3 years older than him, got together and they just started making great things happen. And not many people I know my age are homeowners. It just isn't the case. They don't do it. So what does it take to have that kind of success? Well, Xavier is a really ambitious guy, and he gets what he wants because he goes after it full force, 100%. And he knows how to accomplish his goals. He doesn't skirt around it. He's very real. He does what he says he's going to do, and he's always adding value to people around him. He gave a great lesson in self-confidence, and it was just amazing to kind of hear his language, because even though he curses a lot, you know, he basically, the whole theme was, you are the shit. It was pretty cool to just listen to him because his ideas were empowering. And so he had a value to add by just simply saying, hey, because I associate myself with you, and I don't really like people in general, it was the way he was going about it, I think you're the shit, and you should think you're the shit too. I'm just like, well, okay, then yeah, I guess I am, you know, because this guy went off to become an RA, got an RA apartment, and he pulled one of the girls that we thought when we were coming in as freshmen in college that was just not even possible. And not even just that, he married her, and I mean, she's a great person. I honestly think that she's a fantastic person to be around as well. So it was just really cool because he was just like listing off all the reasons why he's awesome, and then why you should consider yourself awesome at the same time. And it just helps you believe a little bit more in what you can do, what you can accomplish. And that's a huge deal because if you don't believe that you can accomplish big things or great things, or that you have accomplished great things, you aren't going to. You're going to constantly put yourself down, and you're just not really going to be able to do what you have to do to make it happen, you know what I mean? So basically, that's how you provide value. You know, you talk about experiences in your life, or you talk about reasons, or you talk about things that you've done, and you talk about things that people want to know. You know, if I wanted to teach how to play piano or how to play a C scale, I could. I know how to play a C scale. I know how to play a D, E. I know how to read music. I'm not the best at sight playing, but I can read. If I wanted to talk to you about how to play music, I could do a tutorial. Do a tutorial. That's how you provide content. And what you have to do is you got to have a call to action, which means if you don't go off and do this thing, then what I just told you won't mean anything. So you have to go, if you want to shoot videos, and most people who are involved in what I'm doing, or people who are trying to go out and make it in the world a little bit better than people who just go out and have a job, best thing I can tell you to do is grab a camera. It can be your iPhone or your phone. You can shoot a video, and then you can push a little upload button to YouTube that most smartphones have nowadays that will allow you to post your video. You don't have to edit it. You just post it and you're done. So that's what I was doing, and I was just being incredibly like not tenacious about it because I basically didn't go ahead and overcome the obstacles of the phone not posting videos. It was just having a whole hard time with the battery and everything else, and I just didn't feel like dealing with it, so I didn't post that many videos. But now that I have this camera up, there's like no excuse, and so I'm going to post videos. I'm going to make sure that I do what I have to do in order to create content that's valuable for you guys. And again, if you guys want to go ahead and shoot compelling videos, just tell a story. My story, I didn't finish it, so that's my mistake. But basically, I went to college and I dropped out. And the reason why that's a big deal is because my whole family expected me to just be super successful, you know, like Bill Gates successful by going to college, getting a good degree. I'd be one of the only people in the family to really go ahead and do that, and then you'll become super successful. And so every time they see me, they ask, "Hey, how's school going?" Without really even knowing if I'm in school or not. And I'm not, and I don't plan on going back anytime soon, or maybe I do. But I just want to make sure that I know exactly where I'm going, and I do. And the thing is, the reason why it was a big deal is because when I went and dropped out of college, everybody was devastated. Everybody was kind of like, wait, why, what? And they didn't really understand why I had done so and what I was trying to do instead, or what I was trying to get at. And I just realized to myself that I didn't want to go to school, be in all this debt, and get maybe a job in my career that maybe is enough to pay off my debt without me having a real serious issue paying my own bills, being on my own, and have a career that doesn't necessarily support my way of living. I just didn't think it made sense to make so little and pay so much and get so little out of it and have to spend so many years trying to get yourself out of that hole of debt. I just didn't think that made a lot of sense, and I didn't think that the educational system is fair in that you're not even guaranteed a job for your efforts. It's just the way the economy is. It's really hard to go out there and get a job after you graduate college, which is why the whole Wall Street thing happened, where people were, you know, out striking because, or out rioting, or not rioting, but protesting because they just didn't have anywhere to go after they went to college. And they paid all this money, and how are they going to get a job in 6 months? You know, with the economy in the way that it is. So it's just not fair, and there's just so much student debt out there. The numbers I recently read in the newspaper are that I think it was 1978 to now, the cost of education has gone up 900%. And I don't remember all the numbers, but that's expensive. I mean, the cost of education is going up big time, and people more and more are taking out loans because of that, and therefore more and more people are getting into debt. So you have to be able to provide some sort of guarantee if you're going to put that much money. And most people are just go-getters, and they go and make it happen, you know. But they have to go way beyond this school to make that happen. And anybody can do what it takes to go beyond school and get that job if they have experience or if they find the knowledge elsewhere, if they go about it a different way. But, you know, you really have to make sure that you're doing that. So, what exactly did I want to do? I wanted to be a salesman. I thought that internet marketing was just going to be my thing because I figured there was way bigger potential of income. There's no cap. I don't have to say I get this much a year only because that's what I'm told. I don't like being told my dollar worth. So I'm just like, well, if I can work hard and make more based off of my efforts, which isn't a waste of my time, then I'm going to do that. And that's what I'm doing now. So how do you take something like making a video and make it valuable? Well, you click the button below and you find out on my blog. You don't have to go. But if you're somebody who wants to, you know, not necessarily grind it out at a job for 40 years or whatever, 9 to 5, and then end up retiring with barely any money left over to really live the rest of your life, so you have to keep working, which does also happen, because 98% of people who reach 65 or, 98% of people by the age of 65 are either dead or dead broke. In our society, and that's just not cool. You know, you have to keep working even though you're like 80 years old because you don't have enough money to live, because your 401k just wasn't good enough, or you just didn't have enough savings, or what have you, because your job wasn't enough wages, or you didn't get a college education and you couldn't make it out there because you couldn't get a good job. Why would you do that? Internet marketing is something anybody can do, and there's a very great solution out there that's gaining a lot of momentum. It's been really crushing it. And again, I'm not going to mention it, not going to say any names, but I do know I have a blog that you can check out that I would like you to check out. That if you're not going to be afraid to go and click the link below, it's just going to be something to read, and then there's going to be more things to read because I have more blogs. Go ahead and do that, alright? Because maybe you're not somebody who wants to live that sort of a life and be able to do things that you want in life, because most people who go about their lives in that way don't get to do after things they want. They want a vacation and they can't get it except for once maybe every year because their money goes to their children or to their bills or to their college loan debt or to something that just comes up and it just completely, they're not prepared for it. And what ends up happening to them? They get stressed and then they don't enjoy their life. They don't enjoy the things that they do have, and they want things that they can't get, they think they can't get, and then they don't go for it because they get used to living in that mode. And that's just sad. I think it's really sad that people fall into this hole and they just make their tent in that hole and they just camp out there and they stay there and they live in this hole for a good majority of their lives. There's a change that can be made, I believe, and you can do that by, again, doing something extra, doing something that can create a better income opportunity for yourself by, once again, checking out the link below. Alright, it goes to my blog. Don't be afraid to click around in that place. Just go ahead and do it. So basically, one way you can do that is by shooting video, and by shooting a compelling video, because I honestly really think that if you aren't doing something to get out of your situation, if your situation doesn't have a light at the end of the tunnel that you can see, here's an opportunity. Shoot videos, and that's a way that you can get your content and stuff in front of people. Find people that agree with what you say, because if you guys agree with what I say, like and share this video. I honestly think that this should be said, and you can do it by shooting videos, and shooting videos is very easy. Set up your camera, put it on something, I don't care, it could be your phone, and put it on Facebook, put it on YouTube, upload it, and then share it. It's that easy, you know. And a call to action, guys, go. If you really want to get value out of this, shoot a video, put it on YouTube, and do this for 30 days. Alright? And I'm not going to go into too much detail about how to do it, just do it. Alright? And just make sure that if you're with me and my team and what I do and what I'm talking about, which I'm not going to mention, just kind of give it a shot. I don't care what you have to do it, just do it. At least 7 days. And then show me what you get. Show me what comes out of it. Alright? And if you like this video, please like and subscribe, because I'm just getting started and I'd love to, know that somebody actually pays attention to these videos. So thank you very much, and I hope to speak to you guys soon. Master University Doc out.